everybody? Welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show, and today I have an action classic for you. Now, this movie isn't technically considered an action classic. It's considered, because I remember looking it up, a sci-fi action. Now, to me, I don't see it that way, but I'm gonna take what I can get. Now, this is obviously in honor of Jurassic World Dominion coming out, and I haven't seen the movie yet, but I hear terrible things. Now, I may go see the movie myself sometime this week and review it for you guys, of course. But, let's talk about the original movie. And quite frankly, they never ever really touched this movie. This was one of Steven Spielberg's this was one of his most iconic movies, dude. Spielberg has a lot of iconic movies. I mean, a lot. But Jurassic Park is definitely one of the best. I mean, it pretty much it took, actors like Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and of course Jeff Goldblum, and just launched them, particularly Jeff Goldblum. I think Laura Dern and Sam Neill, they kind of went on to still do stuff, but Jeff Goldblum's star kind of rose. That's why he was the one who kept coming back for the sequels. Jeff Goldblum's star kind of rose from that film. He became a household name, Jeff Goldblum. And Sam Neill and Laura Dern, they also did, but Jeff Goldblum in particular became a household name because he was such this interesting character. He was his most Jeff Goldblum-ist. And, so many of his isms were in this. Like I said, this movie, it revolutionized animatronics. It's still some of the best animatronic work ever done to this day. The dinosaurs still stand up. It's a timeless movie, honestly. There are only I would say, a good handful of movies that are timeless, that you can watch at any time, any place, and they still resonate. I would say Back to the Future, Godfather Part 1 and 2. Like I said, there's a couple. There may be The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I think it's an amazing Western that you can watch at any time. There are a few films like Jurassic Park, but Jurassic Park is another one of those timeless films that will stand the test of time and will always be remembered because of what the impact that it had. And they came out with a bunch of sequels. They came out with a bunch of sequels afterwards that never lived up to the hype of this one. But this first one, this idea that this theme park, this idea of a theme park that is based on that these scientists somehow managed to bring back, these dinosaurs basically back from the dead, and things get out of control. And honestly, Jurassic Park is low key, and maybe it's not as low as I'm making it seem. It's just I don't really see people talk about it in this context. It's kind of a horror movie. Them trying to avoid the dinosaurs and the fucking the raptors and the T-Rexes of it all, and just having to survive this world, survive the park is very horror movie-esque. It's very zombie movie-esque in a way, because cause it's just the vibe of it. There's so many movies like this. It's it has a similar vibe also to another iconic movie, Jaws, in the sense of just the danger and the fear of these fucking dinosaurs. And to be fair, this movie would probably be so many kids. I know it was my first experience seeing a dinosaur, even thinking about dinosaurs. Because as kids, we really don't think about those things. You have to really put it in a visual form so that we can have something we're looking at, so we can be like, oh, that's what you mean. And this movie for sure did that. There'll be other movies that come out that try to use animatronics like this, but they never top that. They never top this. And they would go and start using more CGI. They'd start getting ridiculous by making the dinosaurs more and more smarter. In my personal opinion, it should have ended after this first movie. Because there hasn't actually, in my personal opinion, there hasn't actually been a good Jurassic Park movie since the original Jurassic Park. I feel like the Jurassic Park thing, and It was an isolated event. You know what I mean? It feels like something that should have been an isolated event. Not this whole crazy shit that spun out of it, you know? Like this insane shit, them making militarized dinosaurs and all this, and it's like, what is happening, dude? It was just some incident that happened on a park with dinosaurs, dude. That's it, dude. Which, to be fair, it's so funny looking back, because like, it was such a big deal at the time, but now it's like, wow, okay, it was dinosaurs. And I kind of actually like the angle they took in the first movie of the new trilogy, where they were like, oh, well, this thing's been around for a while, so people are just used to dinosaurs being on this island, you know? And it was smartly, they put this, in the location they put this place, was smartly far, far away from anybody. But I digress. Jurassic Park as a film is top-notch. It has an amazing score. All the acting is great. All the characters are compelling. Samuel L. Jackson has some hilarious lines in this movie. There's some brutal deaths without actually showing it. Like Jurassic Park, this movie, was one of the first movies I remember being a PG-13 movie. And like, this is what I argue with people. Jurassic Park is a phenomenal example of pushing the PG-13. Men get eaten alive in this movie. But you don't see any blood squirt all over the place. So that's why, you know, it's not that. And I'm like, you could get away with so much, dude. Because I'm like, there are some brutal deaths in this movie, particularly on the villains of this movie. And, you know, like, and they, like I said, they don't shy away. Like, I mean, they leave it to your imagination, the way it's shot to like, and like, honestly, movies like Jurassic Park are movies that really, like, scared me when I was a kid a bit. Because it left it to your own imagination to come up with how bad is this guy getting this? I mean, you knew he was getting it bad, but you're like, how bad is he getting it? And it just leaves it to your own imagination. So this movie really pushed that PG-13 rating. I'm gonna just let you know. Like if you have never seen Jurassic Park, there are some scary bits in this. Honestly, I personally would classify Jurassic Park as a sci-fi horror movie, a sci-fi horror adventure, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, to me, the best parts of this movie were the parts when the shit's breaking down, the dinosaurs are on the loose, the raptors are on the hunt, the T-Rexes are out. It's like, what? Oh, fuck. You know, like, there's just this oh, fuck moment. And for me, personally, 1993's Jurassic Park is an iconic film. It should have only been one. I don't know. They had to keep making more sequels because it was such a phenomenon, particularly at this time. You have to understand, dinosaurs, like, this movie basically reinvigorated an entire generation of people into dinosaurs. Ain't nobody give a fuck about dinosaurs for Jurassic Park. Ain't nobody give a fuck. And this movie did that. It's one of Spielberg's best. I don't know if I'd say it's his best. And, you know, like things like, you know, there are other things out there that potentially could be Spielberg's best. I mean, like I was saying, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's Spielberg's best, but you know, some people might think it is. Some people might think it is. Some people might think it's Spielberg's best. Like, you know, he's got Indiana Jones and Saving Private Ryan. He's got a lot. Okay, you know, E.T. There's a lot of big Spielberg stuff. So I don't know if this movie would be the tops of that, but I definitely think that as far as dinosaur movies go, it's Jurassic Park 1993 original and Land Before Time. Anybody remember Land Before Time? If you remember Land Before Time, comment below. Anyways, guys, oh yeah, I didn't even get my rating. As a film, I would give it a 10. And as I think I'm gonna just say a horror movie, because to me, this movie's a horror movie. But let's just say action. I'm gonna just say classic. Yes, that's it. I'll just say classic. As a classic movie, it still stands up to this day. The animatronics and like touches done, I mean, I don't know if it was CGI or not, are on point to this day. Some of the best work ever done in a film that still stands up to this day. It gets a 10 as a classic. It's such a better movie than every movie it's so crazy. You know what this movie's like? This movie is like Predator. And I talked about that in my review of Prey, the Prey trailer. I was like, Every fucking Predator movie has been shit since that first movie. And in my opinion, every fucking one of these movies have been crap. You think... I am dreading going to see fucking Jurassic Park Dominion, but I need to see it. I gotta go see it. I'll probably go see it, who knows, maybe Thursday, tomorrow. I don't know, but one of these days you're gonna see me posting up a video of me sitting out there like, I'm going to see it. Gonna eat all this goddamn popcorn. It was Thank you guys joining the Complicated Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. What did you think of the original Jurassic Park? And what is your favorite scene in that movie? And what would you categorize that movie as? Would you categorize it as an action science, a sci-fi action movie? It never hit me like that. It always felt like a horror, like a sci-fi horror-ish movie to me with adventurous flair to it. Anyways, thank you guys again. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.